Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 915. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Gloria. What's up, Gloria?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Sally?
Change is coming.
That's right. What's up, Con?
Yep, terrible change.
Capaldi is leaving. Christmas time. He's going to regenerate. Chibnall is going to have his own doctor.
Own companion, probably.
Probably a new companion. Probably new TARDIS interior. Probably new sonic screwdriver. Probably new everything. New budget. Bigger budget, probably.
Well, I could say this one thing, though. It is starting fresh in that way. But it's hard, though, because we got used to Capaldi, so to see him go.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably be getting used to Bill when she has to leave, if she leaves.
I got to say that I was completely wrong on this aspect. I actually really believed that Capaldi was going to stay. So Mike D was right. Louis was right. A lot of people thought he was going to leave anyway. But I was wrong in this case. It's weird how weeks and weeks ago, it seemed like he's going to stay, and then something is just fishy to me. I mean, Connor, this is kind of sudden. I mean, you would think that they would not announce this before the series starts and that they would kind of keep it quiet. So what changed, do you think, Connor?
I don't think anything changed. I think this was the plan.
You really think he was always intending to leave?
What I don't think was the plan is that it was his decision.
It wasn't his decision.
I think he was kicked out. I think he's been shoehorned. He's been slapped out of the ring.
Oh,
As you say, it's something incredibly. We have to understand here is that it was only a month ago. He said. He sees himself doing 3 more years.
right.
You don't say that, and then a month later, you say it's time to move on.
Right.
So he's been kicked.
So first, let me get this straight. First, they announced Chibnall's going to take over. Moffat's going to leave. Then Moffat's very adamant that Capaldi's not leaving because he's leaving. Then we hear that, I guess it's the BBC asked him to stay?
This would have been decided whether it be the BBC kicked him or he decided, which I think is not the case. I do think the BBC made a decision that he's not the right person to take the show forward. I think it's been made in the last 2 weeks.
So you don't think this is Chibnall's decision at all?
No.
I see. So you don't think he wanted his own doctor and he's like,
It's the decision of the people that love making a profit, decided he wasn't profitable because the fangirls don't like him.
Right.
And they decided that
Fangirl, I like him.
the show cannot survive with him there because the majority of the fan base, which are now made up of,
young people.
Yeah. Fangirls, to be slightly probably derogatory to them. The majority don't like him. That is how it has always been because he's too adult, he's too mature for some of these people. Not everyone.
That's horrible.
Yeah, they tried to go in a different direction with him. It hasn't worked. He's been poorly written. He's really been kicked to the curb now, and he's done.
So it's a combination of Moffat and everybody writing him like crap.
Yeah. Then he can't sell merchandise. He can't. He can't be the face of the brand as Matt Smith or David Tennant could be, although I think that he should be able to be because there's nothing wrong with his doctor.
Well, I have heard that toys are in the toilet. The merchandising,
Yeah, the merchandise is shite these days, to be honest.
you know.
It's the worst it's been in 10 years.
Yeah, and that's very alarming because it's not just about the TV show, it's about the merchandising. Just like when you have a movie like Transformers, you got to have new Transformers, you got to have new superheroes, you got to have new merchandising to go along to go along with the movie or the shows. So for some reason, the figures, the merchandising itself has been in the toilet basically. But again, you can't blame Capaldi. You got to blame that they didn't do anything interesting enough in the seasons. If they would have had, yeah,
I thought Series 9 was pretty good.
If they would have did like a Key to Time or some type of epic thing where he's searching for Gallifrey, Moffat's problem is he's all over the place. He builds up to stuff, and now we know that we can never count on him to resolve anything, and he always falls flat because he just doesn't know how to finish. I mean, he wasted a Clara thing with Gallifrey.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
It's not necessarily that the two series he was in was bad. I think Series 8 and Series 9 were two of the best. Especially because Series 7 and Series 6 were so bad. But it's the fact that you can't market a Doctor that is as sarcastic, is as straight up. He's not a very endearing person because he is basically, he's quite politician-like, where he's not all jumpy and all, jazz hands sort of exciting, electric sort of guy, as a Matt Smith was probably, to throw an example out there. He's more of the straight up sort of, straight thinking, straightforward. I
mean, I think the river thing worked very well with him.
Well, the river episodes was when he lightened up. Well, the river episode, excuse me, because he's only done one.
Right.
But other than that, like in Series 8, which is probably the best he's been written, he was like Into the Dalek. He was just to someone that probably enjoyed Matt Smith's Doctor or David Tennant's, he was unbearable to watch because of the way he was. He didn't care when people died. He was just a very different sort of Doctor.
And it wasn't his fault. It was Moffat's fault and everybody that wrote for him.
And I enjoyed that, the way he was written there. But it just, some people didn't, because the majority... I don't even think it was the majority. Just the people that scream the loudest these days get what they want. The people that scream the loudest in this case got what they want, and he's gone because of it. And he got kicked out. Don't for 1 second believe that he decided he wanted to leave, because the BBC is a corporation. They work on a profitability concept, a profitability basis. If he's not making profit, he's going to go. He has to go. There's no other way around it. They've got to get a new guy, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, let me talk to one fangirl. Let me get the girls' perspectives here, okay? Gloria.
What?
Director.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. So what's your take on it, man? I mean, do you need that as a fangirl? Do you need him to stick his tongue down the companion's throat? Do you need him to take his chest hair and go, look at this? Seriously.
No.
I mean, it was good. It was good with for a time with Matt and David Tennant, but I like Capaldi. I like that. You heard me say before, I was hoping it was going to be an older Doctor because I wanted to change.
Right.
So I really like him, and they're probably, like you said on the message, they're probably going to go 20-something.
Probably going to go to 20s Doctor and Companion.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a Vampire Diaries, CW, Doctor sticking his tongue down the companion's throat, a romance in the TARDIS. battling Davros, defeats the Daleks, kissing her in the TARDIS. That's what they're probably going to do. They're going to be like, oh, lovey-dovey, forget about the past 2005 years. And he's just like, he just remembers a little bit. I don't even think he's going to remember. With this, here's the thing. I remember a storyline with Tom Baker's Doctor where he said that even though the Time Lord brain was sophisticated, the Gallifreyan mind, it still had to be purged of memory because it could not hold.
It's like a computer that's getting filled up with too much information, so you have to delete some stuff.
It has to leak because, and especially now if you look at his age, he's over 2005, I think. Something's going to happen where he's going to wind up having a regeneration, where he's going to be amnesiac for a season or two. Or they're going to try to make it fresh where he don't even know who he is, join the adventure as the Doctor try to find out who he is with his new companion that he's in love with. They're probably going to go in that direction. What's up, Steampunk?
Hey.
So, I mean, what do you think, Connor? You think they could do something like that?
What, go for the
memory, like, kind of make it where the Doctor doesn't know who he is himself because the regeneration's not complete or something, and he has to figure it out the whole season or two.
My computer's doing regeneration.
Hold on, Steampunk. 1 second. I'm just asking Connor a section.
That just seems an awful lot of, like, a long-winded regeneration episode where, you know, the Doctor's confused for about 30 seconds and then he figures
but in this case, he does have over 2005 years of memory. How does that, what happens? Something's got to happen with that. No?
Well, he is an alien. I mean, his brain doesn't necessarily work in the way that a human's does.
I know that. Right. Okay. Steampunk, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just being silly. I was like, my computer's regenerating.
Yeah.
Watching OS X install is like watching paint dry.
So what's your take on the Capaldi leaving, Steampunk?
Well, I mean, he was kind of a sophisticated chap, kind of like the James Bond of Doctor Who's, I guess. But I guess he decided to move on. Oh, well. Cool beans. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little bit out of the loop with Doctor Who because it's been, I mean, they did the Christmas special, which I finally saw, but it's been so long, it feels like the show is like canceled. And so, I don't know.
That's another problem. That's another problem that probably helped because they just, I think they have to share some responsibility, Sally and Connor and everybody, that they just weren't on the air for like a year. It was just one episode.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's always going to hurt.
Yeah.
Chris Chibnall's doing an event today. It's Tuesday in the UK to promote Broadchurch, which just got a trailer on Sunday. And because of the timing of this announcement, he's not going to be able to promote Broadchurch because he's going to be asked to death what he's doing now with Doctor Who because
he's probably pissed, right?
I went to the BBC website. I have the app installed on my phone. And actually, one of the top news stories on the BBC website was an interview with Peter Capaldi about the future of Doctor Who. And he said he was ready to move on to other stuff. They've already done filming. They've already done production for this season. And he's ready to move on. He said it was a little sad, but at the same time, it was time for him to go or something of that nature.
Yeah, which we know is bullcrap because a month ago he said he wants to do it for 3 more years.
Well, it did sound like he was being a little bit political because he didn't want to burn his bridges. And I don't know. I guess because they'll bring in a new director.
I think it's bullshit.
Why they bring in a new director producer? I guess they decided that they're going to do a fresh restart with all new crew. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. Sally, as a fangirl of Capaldi,
Yes.
did he have what it takes to be a doctor? You don't need all that flashy young nonsense, right? Like
No.
romance.
No.
I still say
it.
make William Shatner the Doctor.
No.
There you go.
Let Sally talk, Steampunk.
All
Don't
right.
you dare interrupt, you son of a... Okay. Go ahead, Sally.
No, you don't need all that. I mean, if you have good writing, good actors, good, you know.
I mean, that chalkboard did it for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically. And then playing the guitar, that was great.
But I think he just got hurt with, subpar writing. Some of the monsters, Spoonheads, really, come on.
Yeah. And then we got the forehead people, or I want to say a shoulder that wants to come back now. All of a sudden.
She said that, and Michelle Gomez has cancelled a convention at the end of March because she's filming for the finale.
Right.
So Missy's going to regenerate in the finale, and then you're going to have a Shilda.
Clara and a Shilda Christmas.
Yep.
Put money on it because it's going to happen.
And Pearl Mackie will probably leave at the end of Series 10. She probably won't even last until Christmas.
More than likely, Clara is going to pop out of the Nethersphere. She's going to be alive with Danny Pink, and she's going to witness him regenerate. Because they're not going to have Pearl Mackie or Nardo witness it. So, either that or he's going to do it alone, and I really don't think Capaldi should regenerate alone. I think Clara needs to be there. Not
So
Clara.
Clara's
Clara
coming
taking
back?
out of time. She might.
Well, if not Clara, then either Madame Vastra, Jenny, and Strax, and all of them. If they can't get Clara to do it.
Well, you know what they could do? They could do something really funky. Like, at the end of the Christmas special, like Donna Noble just sees him on the ground and the regeneration gets all wacky because she remembers. Not that they'll do that. They never do. But anyway, I don't know.
Never know.
Never know. Now, I was talking to Mike D about this off air. Would the regeneration be an ugly, dark regeneration where he gets shot or wounded badly, Connor? Like, I'm talking about like we've never seen before.
I'd like him to do something like William Hartnell's regeneration or Patrick Troughton's, where it's just fairly basic, because it's more of a classic Who sort of thing. Like he's just exhausted? Like, what do you mean, a 10th planet? Yeah, exactly. If you do something like, even Peter Davison's was sort of very flashy with the spinning heads and everything. It was really sort of weird and right, very high tech. Something like that won't work. I think it needs to be more like the first two Doctors regenerations or something. Okay. More than likely, we're going to see Missy not regenerate completely because Chibnall is just, you're going to probably see her and she's going to be like, all right, and she goes like this, and then you don't see what happens probably because Chibnall probably didn't choose his master yet. Right, yeah. Connor? I mean, is that... I think he won't even use the master. I think... No, but I mean, I think Moffat's going to regenerate Missy without picking a form. Well, yeah, but I just don't see how Chibnall will be able to pick up the master. I think the master's pretty much done now for another 5 or 6 years again. You really think so? Yeah, there's no place for the master. I mean, bring Missy back for this series, but if you're going to regenerate her, then just... But the master and Missy are the same. Well, I mean, it is the master. Maybe, like Connor said, maybe they want to give him a break. I don't know. That was the point I was trying to make. They'll give him a break.
Connor, is what you're saying is that you mean that, you know, for Chibnall, it would be better to have the master as Missy than to have it as another male again. Well,
it depends really, because if Michelle Gomez wants to do it, then I don't see why she should regenerate. The point is that if Missy is leaving, if she's leaving as well, regenerating, dying, whatever, then I don't see why Chris Chibnall would bring the master back so soon afterwards. I think Missy, as a character, had a purpose without being the master. You know, she was a character made for a purpose. And if she regenerates, then that purpose is gone. So in which she's like the war doctor? Yeah, of the Masters outside.
Like, in other words, that regeneration was altered from the original template or planned regeneration of whatever, how that thing works. And she drank a serum like Karn, and it just made its own regeneration?
As a master, she has more of an exaggerated storyline than someone like an Anthony Ainley or Roger Delgado, where they just appear every so often and join forces with, like, say, the Autons or something.
Okay.
And invade the world. You know, she had a purpose with Capaldi's Doctor because, you know, she was sort of the arch nemesis in Series 8, and in Series 9, she was his friend. You know, she was sort of the key to the entire series arc, getting him to Gallifrey because she had the coordinates and everything.
Right.
And if you regenerate her, then, you know, that purpose is lost because, well, he's not only has he found Gallifrey now, you know, it's just sort of. I think if as soon as Missy goes, then that's the master done for another 5 or 6 years, basically.
Hey, James.
What's up,
I
James?
think what they should do is they should have like another Time Lord who is miniature, and he's a new villain, and they should call him Blaster, and he should strap on to the back of Misty. That way it'll be Master Blaster.
You're so silly. Nuts. What's up, James? Hello, James. You hear us? He's having problems. Okay, so what else? So you think Chibnall's gonna have his own TARDIS, brand new everything?
This is going to be what happened between Series 4 and Series 5.
Right. So it's gonna be a bigger budget, hopefully. It's gonna have the money to do different things, and they're really gonna revamp the crap out of it. Correct?
Yeah.
New logo, new score. I mean, Murray Gold's been gone, hasn't he, or no?
He's apparently leaving as well.
He's leaving, okay. And I know Murray Gold had some issues about rather like wanting to compose new stuff, but then Moffat didn't want a new Regeneration song and trying to cut corners price-wise there. Hopefully Murray Gold's last thing is a new score for Regeneration for Capaldi, because I really don't want them to reuse anything. Do you think that's going to happen?
I'm not sure, really.
Yeah. So, James, you hear us? No? All right. All right, guys, anything else? I mean, oh, there's James. Okay, his thing was not working. James, you hear us? Hello, hello, hello. Daniel. What's up, Daniel? Hey, Daniel.
Hey, what's up?
Peter Capaldi's leaving, Daniel.
Yeah, I heard Jacob gave it to me.
Okay. What do you think about that, bro?
Oh, it sucks. I hate this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us about it, man. What's the matter? What's bothering you?
The same old thing, you know. Can't find a girl. Can't find the kind of girl that I want.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Capaldi. Capaldi leaving, man.
Oh, yeah. I hate that, man. I hate that. It's like so fucking sad. I love Capaldi, man. I love Capaldi. He's a great guy. I don't know if I'll ever love another Doctor like I liked him.
Right. All right.
I know I said this about every Doctor. I said this about David Tennant. I said it's about Matt Smith. And I said it's about Capaldi, but for Capaldi, it's for reals this time. I'm not going to like another Doctor like I like him.
Okay.
Just it blows, man.
So if he said last year that he was prepared to do Doctor Who for 3 years, what
He
do you
said
think
that
happened?
a month ago. A month ago.
A month ago. Well, what happened? What happened? What do you think happened?
It like we were talking about before you came on, the toy sales are crap, the merchandising ain't selling, and the BBC probably told them to just leave and just bow out gracefully so they can get a whole new, Doctor and everything in there, merchandising and stuff.
Well, that's not his fault. That's the fault of them not doing a show for a year.
That's their fault, and that's Moffat's fault, and the BBC's fault, and the writing, just about everything. So,
yeah.
I don't. What's up, James? You hear us? Okay, he can't.
I guess you can't have your mop and mop it too. Mop it up like clean up a mess.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Oh, well. All right, guys. James, can you hear us? You can't speak? Trying? No? You can speak? Speak.
Hey, can we do an everything show after this?
No, we actually going to be doing many Real Whovians casts. There's a lot of people that want to come in, but unfortunately Raw is on right now, so a lot of people are watching wrestling.
Hey,
So,
James, unmute yourself.
Yeah, unmute yourself, James. Because I can't do it.
In the corner.
There you go, bro. Hello. There you go. Hello, James. Speak. You can talk now. What? No. All right, guys, we're going to have to go. So thank you very much, everybody. We'll be back. Take care. Bye for now.